All right, guys. Now, guys, just to let you know, we did not take this cover off after part 2 to look inside. I took it off halfway, and I put it right back because I want all of us to look at this together. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh, you can see it. I see the tensioner pieces down in there. Oh. Dang, look at the piston on the tensioner.
I see the brake on the chain.
Huh?
The chain.
Oh, heck yeah, look at that. Pulled that chain apart.
Let's see that end again. I'll show him the other end. Okay.
All right, now let's see if we can get this. You know what? Let's. The tensioner broke apart. The top of it. What is that? Oops. Well, that wasn't anything. It wasn't going back in there anyway. I was just wondering what the heck is this little piece over here. Hopefully that was part of the tensioner and not what's going on inside here. The teeth still look good. A lot of times this lobe right here, triangle lobe, will mess up, and that's what the fuel pump rides on. But hey, actually the kit we're getting coming with a new one of these, so we're good to go on this. Oh man, guys, so we still don't know what's going on. Let's go, let's put this on. We're going right around here. We set up a cardboard on the table. I'm hoping that was part of the tensioner.
Where's the rest of it?
The tensioner?
Yeah.
Okay, over here, you got the housing. This is the tensioner housing. It's held in with 3 screws.
Oh.
And the piston that sits inside, that dropped down there, which we're about to get. But we got that little flat spot, that little flat piece. I'm not sure what the heck it goes. Let's get down there and get that piece, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, got it. There's the piston, and it actually looks like this might have been somehow on top of it. It goes into there some kind of way. I don't know, man. What the heck? Whatever. It's all part of it. So we got a broken. Matter of fact, so where is this thing? Okay, it pulled apart just like that. Wow, that's messed up. Wow, you can look how shiny that is right there. This thing was riding on this like crazy for a little while. This car had to be making some kind of rattling noise. Let me see here, because yeah, because this looks like it's been wearing down.
For the chain to actually break, because I can't say that I ever seen a broken chain. I would say that tensioner broke a while ago.
It was riding on this, and then this started breaking off, and maybe it got caught between one of the links and pulled it apart. All right, guys. Now, what I'm gonna do, I got my big bill ratchet with my T30 socket, and what we're gonna do. Okay, let's go over. Let's switch sides. The tensioner is held down by 3 T30 Torx bolts. Can you see that? You need a light.
No, I can see what.
Okay, we got one bolt right there.
Okay.
One right here. And one right here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get our T30 and get those bolts out. Now I got the T30 1/4" drive and my 2" 1/4" drive extension, and I got my reducer 3/8 down to 1/4", and of course my 3/8 drive big bill ratchet. So let's get those 3 bolts out. Hopefully it's just 3 holding it in, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, I got 2 in my hand. My last one. Okay. Just bring this over to the table. All right. There's another piece broke off onto this. I've seen that piece too. Thought I got it out. I did get it out somewhere. But what we have, hey, where's the rest of this at? Because this goes right here. Then there's another piece that goes on the other side of it. And this, the tensioner goes, the piston, the spring goes in there. But then this goes in there. And then that goes just like that. Where's that piece at? Huh.
Maybe we'll look around for it.
Alright, yeah, you know what, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here around the engine and all, maybe it'll drop down as we took it apart. I mean, there's no opening. It had to drop down somewhere. But we're gonna look for that part, and then when we come back, I'm gonna show you the special tools that's needed to do this job. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys. Now the important part. To do this job properly, you are going to need these tools. And trust me, on one of them, actually on 2 of them, I messed up on my first time doing one of these jobs, and it cost me money. Wasted money. Thumbs down on that. The first thing you're gonna need is a poly drive socket. This is a 10, poly 10.
Number 10, yeah.
Poly number 10. And what I got over here is a Torx. Because a lot of times people think you can use the Torx for the poly drive. You cannot. If you look at them carefully, the poly drive is more squared on each tip. And the Torx is pointed. You try to stick a Torx in there, it will fit in there, but it will strip that bolt right out of there. So you have to get that poly drive. Next, don't get any ordinary kind of poly drive. What I did was go online and I ordered, this is a Ossenmacher.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Ossenmacher socket. AST gonna be VW 5220. You definitely. Let me get.
Yeah, okay. Got the number.
You are definitely gonna need a good. Get this name brand. Trust me, I can't stress that enough. Do not get a cheap version. Dang it, phone ringing. I'll be right back. All right, had to answer. Well, I didn't have to answer it. Sylvia had to answer it. All right, guys, the next tool you're gonna need is again Ossenmacher. Another one. This one is a T10252. This is the line, the camshafts. Guys, trust me on this. Do not. You're gonna find. What the heck is wrong with that crow? Give me my. All right. Anyway. I have used another brand and it had actually stripped out and messed up. Do not get another brand. You definitely want to get this brand. It costs a little bit more, but it's worth it. The cheap tool that you get, these pins right here are removable and you put a bolt in it. And believe me, when you go to loosen up that cam bolt, these things come right out of there. It messes up. So definitely, and look at that, buddy. Yeah, look at that, boys. Made in the USA. Yeah, buddy.
And why does the name sound German?
I know. What the heck is up with that? All right. Let's get over here to this car now. Now to line this up, both cams, you got these little, see these little slots right here? You got them?
The what?
These slots right here.
Yeah.
This one should be facing inward, and this one should be facing inward. Both of them should be facing each other, and the tool goes right in place and locks them into place. Now, here's the problem. I mean, we don't want to, if damage is done, we don't want to cause any more damage. So what we're going to do here, what we're going to have to do, plastic, the rubber pieces. What we're going to do here is try to turn this cam, and hopefully we don't get to a point where it stops. If it gets to a point where it stops, over here in the front of the engine, I got my long 3/8 drive ratchet set up on a 19mm 12-point socket. You gotta have a 12-point. That, why they do it, I have no idea, but it's a 12-point socket, so we gotta play by the rules on this. All right, so let's get my vice grips. Oh, you can get a better angle over here. All right, now what I'm gonna do here is, all right, the indentations is up under there. So I'm gonna take my vice grips. Now, turning this, there's two ways of doing this. One, you can spend some more money and get a tool. In the back of this cam, there's a slot. So you get the tool and you can move it. But if you ain't got that, get you a pair of nice vice grips. Don't grab on one of them lobes or you're gonna be messed up. Grab your vice grips. Cool, cool. I don't feel it hitting anything. So what we're gonna do here is turn this, and what I might have to do is get another pair of vice grips so we can so I can go at the same time. And then I want to take first I'm gonna see if this goes and turns, and then I'm gonna take this ratchet down here and I'm gonna turn this one until that cam comes this way. So let me go get another pair of vice grips and I'll be right back. All right guys, check out what I did. I made me my own little tool. Took a piece of bar and I bent that at a 90-degree angle. Now let me show you the back of the cam. There's the slot I was telling you about. And you take the tool, you stick it in there just like that, and then you can go ahead and turn the cam. Now, the problem is here, I'm turning the cam, but then it springs back into action. So what I'm going to have to do here is have my vice grips ready. And I'm holding it into place. Okay, all right. There we go. That one's, they're pretty much lined up. Now, I'm going to take my ratchet over here and I'm going to turn the engine. As you can see, this cam over here turning. Yeah, this is going to take a while, isn't it? Alright, it's almost ready. Now what I'm going to do here, this tool with this journal back here, it's going to fit right into place.
Wait, show us how the tool goes again.
Right in these.
No, how you.
These right here. These right here going to fit right down on each of them. It's going to fit right into place when they line up. That thing is going to just drop down there. So I just want to put it there and make sure it gets ready. And I know this one is off. So we gotta get our little bar. Okay, that one's almost in. That one's in now for that one. Okay. And you got to make sure that tool is flush with the cylinder head. Once you got that, both of them is flush. It comes with 2 bolts, which actually screws, that will screw right into the cylinder head and will hold that in place. And that's how you align the top. Without this, guys, do not try this with no cheap tool. I'm telling you. All right, so let's get this down and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got that secure. Now what we're gonna do is remove the poly drive bolt. And let me show you. Let me see if you can see at a good angle.
Yeah.
All right, we see the bolt way down there. Guys, and you want to definitely inspect that bolt before you take it out, because I have come across some of these jobs where that bolt was stripped out because somebody used a Torx. So you want to make sure that is clean and fresh just like it is right now. Because if it's messed up, tell the customer, nope, you got to get somebody else to do that. Call Astro. All right, so we know what that is. The next thing we're going to do is get our poly drive socket. Put it right in place. Now, this is definitely secure, but what I like to do as an added security is take my vice grips, put it onto the cam, lock it into place, and it's resting right up against the cylinder head. That's just for added security. I mean, as long as you got this one, you're good. All right, what is mine? All right, let me go get my 1/2-inch drive ratchet, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our 1/2-inch drive ratchet. Now, this bolt, the torque on these bolts is kind of strange, because some vehicles, the Audi we did with the 2007, it was torqued at 75 foot-pounds. Yes, 75. But then I saw another one I did, and it was only torqued like at 40 or 50, was it? So I have no idea what this one's going to be. So what we're going to do is let's get this line out of the way, and you want to make sure that it stays flush with that. So I'm going to keep my hand right here, and oh, that thing was 75. My hand hurt. Oh my goodness. That was tight. That thing was tight. Man. All right, got that. That's how tight that is. That's why I tell you guys, some guys will put that Torx in there and strip that thing right out. So now we got our cam adjuster out. Got our bolt. And you want to definitely, when you get the kit, you make sure your kit gonna come with a new bolt. All right, don't half step anything. Get a new bolt on it. All right, so let's get our adjuster off. There it is. Whew. All right, guys, let's put this stuff up, and we gotta get the new parts. We'll be right back.